Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Ruralpreneur Podcast. Today I have Denise with me. Denise is the president of Two Sisters Salsa. She is here in Louisiana, where I'm located as well. So it's kind of fun to have somebody in my backyard or right down the road from me here on the podcast today. So, Denise, welcome.
Thank you, Tance. I'm excited to be here. So thanks for having me on.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about Two Sisters Salsa and what you do there at the company.
Okay. So, Two Sisters Salsa, we produce five premium restaurant style salsas here in Avoyelles Parish. About the salsas, each of them has a unique flavor profile. They're made with all fresh produce, no sugar added. They're gluten free, and they can be used as a cooking salsa or as of course, a dipping salsa for chips.
Nice. So, and you're there in Avoyelles Parish, which is actually just, I mean, that's a neighboring parish here. I'm in Concordia. So tell me a little bit about the town that you guys are in. It's a pretty small population, right?
Yeah, so we're in a small rural farming town. It's called Plaucheville, Louisiana. And we have our manufacturing facility here and our corporate offices here. So, yeah, we're excited to be here. It is a slower pace, but, our distribution is obviously exceeds the town and the state. So, but yeah, we're here in a very small rural area.
That's awesome. No, I love to hear that. I was in the business of selling physical products and making them here in a really small town as well. So I love to see when we can export products and have a big impact on our community by importing dollars, lots of dollars into our community, instead of just recycling around the same businesses in town, but actually getting our products out there and having a big impact on our community. So tell me this now, talking about that, I know recently you had a couple of big expansions or new clients come on board recently. Yeah, Kroger and Walmart.
Yeah, so we are super excited. You know, it's a tough market to be in at every angle. So when we get these breaks, it's a big deal for us, and we're ready. The biggest thing is we're ready to work hard to promote our brand. We know we have a very good quality product, but the key is getting it into the hands of the consumer. That's a big challenge for us. But yeah, to answer to that, we recently partnered with Kroger. They're the second largest grocery retailer in the U.S. And so we're in about close to 2,000 grocery stores with Kroger. We're
Wow.
working with them digitally and, you know, promoting our products both digitally, online, and in place to grow the brand there. And then with Walmart, we tripled our distribution there. We found out last week. So we'll have a much bigger footprint with Walmart as well, which is the largest retailer. So we're super excited about that. And we'll do some e-commerce with them as well to help grow the brand and get that brand recognition in the
No,
grocery store as well.
yeah, that's amazing. And congrats on that growth. I mean, that's huge. And yeah, so to continue to talk about marketing and kind of digital marketing around your products. So obviously, you're still more in the traditional brick and mortar style way of distributing your products and selling them to customers, but you're still using digital marketing to promote your brand, to create brand awareness, and to even promote yourselves internally in those stores. For example, like even with Walmart, even though you're in the store, you can still pay for placement on their app and on their website, or also obviously become eligible for in-store pickup and things like that. So tell me a little bit about how you're using digital marketing within brick and mortar locations, and also just to build brand awareness for Two Sisters Salsa.
Yeah, so to start off, we have a website that I feel like reinforces what you just said. It talks about our products and what areas we're distributing in. We have an e-commerce platform site on the website where you can order the product. And then if potential buyers are interested, they get a snapshot of what Two Sisters is. We have pictures of our manufacturing facility, videos of how we make the product. There's a link where you can access newsletters, recipes, different things like that. As far as how we're building the brand digitally, we're on all platforms of social media. So, I really like LinkedIn. I think that's how you and I met.
Yeah.
Professionally, it's really good. I feel like a lot of if someone's interested in purchasing your product, whether it's a small mom and pop store all the way to, a big type Walmart type distributor, I feel like going to one of these social media platforms. So we want to make sure that, we hit each one of them, and that's what we're doing. As far as being able to get that image out and what our product is, what can it do for the consumer, and that sort of thing.
Right. And the difference is each of these platforms has kind of a different type of user, right? So you might be on Facebook and Instagram promoting more of the product direct to consumer, whereas on LinkedIn it sounds like you're probably spending time maybe chatting with buyers from retailers and doing more of a B2B type networking. I mean, yeah, you're promoting the business still and telling the story, but your audience there is very different than it is on Facebook or Instagram, just from that D2C versus B2B kind of setup. And so
Yes.
understanding how to use those and create, unique marketing messaging for each platform, I think is critical because we have to understand our audiences, on those
Yes.
platforms. But I think that's great. And yeah, that's how we met. And that's how I actually just saw a picture of, I think it was like some tractors and they were picking tomatoes or something. And you were
Okay.
headed to get tomatoes from the farm or something like that. And I just thought
Right.
that was really cool.
Yeah, we had an opportunity. So, we manufacture the salsa. We don't co-pack it, so we have a lot invested in it. And we've partnered with a tomato farmer to buy our tomatoes. Obviously, we buy them in truckloads. So we had the opportunity to visit the farm in Lafayette, Indiana, about 2 months ago. And so it was a hands-on experience. We actually got to go to the field, see how they harvest the product, from the vine all the way to the truck, and how we get it here at our manufacturing facility. And we got to learn about that. So we definitely promoted that on LinkedIn, really all platforms of social media. For that particular instance, we were able to market that and let people know that it is actually farm to table product.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any fresher than that. So yeah, that was a very neat experience. And I feel like our audience, our customer was happy to see that process as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's great how you documented that and you're showcasing it and you're building a connection with your audience to your brand through these stories and these trips and how you guys are, like you said, going from the farm into the product. I just think that's incredible. So no, I appreciate that and I would continue doing that because it's a great way to connect with the audience.
Yeah, no,
Um,
thank you.
so kind of shifting gears a little bit and focusing more on you and your journey, can you tell me a little bit about your journey becoming, the leader of this company, the president of this company, and your entrepreneurial journey, and kind of tell me about how, you in your life, one of those moments when you realized that, this was your calling to go out to help build a company and to grow a company. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very excited, and obviously, this is my passion, salsa, two sister salsa. So when I partnered with the company 5 years ago, our founder Patrick Desatel, he's a big farmer here, actually in Avoyelles Parish. I immediately bought in on his vision and his idea, and it became my vision and idea. And literally 5 years ago, I hit the ground running, and we haven't looked back yet. But the biggest, I guess the biggest pivotal role for me was seeing that vision and the opportunities that our salsa company has. We not only manufacture the salsa, but it's our place to make sure that we get it into the hands of the consumer as well. So I have an inside sales and outside sales team that I lead, along with brokers and independent contractors and or consultants. And it's hard. I'll just say that it's a tough business to be in. It's very competitive, and being a startup company and a new brand, literally at every corner there's obstacles and just challenges, I would say, to get your product literally into the hands of the consumer. There's a lot of behind the scenes things that go into that, but it's very rewarding when that happens, to land accounts like Walmart and Kroger. But we know getting those accounts is just the beginning. And like you said, we're not only our products not only in the grocery store, but we want to promote that however we can. And obviously, digital is the way everybody is. Everybody has their phones in their hands. So
Mhm.
to be on social media and any type of digital platform, that's key. And then obviously, when you go into the grocery store, we want to gain trial with that customer so we can grow the brand recognition and they start recognizing it. So we have things in place to do that as well with our team. But yeah, every day we work hard, and we're all very passionate to sell that salsa, get our movement up, and just sell more jars of
That's
salsa.
awesome. Yeah, no, that's fun, and I love salsa, so I know it's a fun product
Yes,
to have. It's an easy to enjoy product.
it
Um,
is. We always say it's 16 ounces of fun in a jar. So yeah,
that's a
it
good way of
is. It's
putting
a
it.
lot of
Yeah,
fun, but it's also a lot of hard work as well because
yeah.
it's competitive.
So talking about the hard work though, and kind of what goes into that, tell me a little bit about the impact that the company's had on the community that you're in. It's a small town, so obviously, you guys have created some jobs there and been able to build a company and have an impact on your community. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so it's unique. We being in a Bulls parish, obviously it's a more rural farming community. There's not a lot of manufacturers, so I do feel like when you join our team, it's unique. We're family. We're a family-owned company, a family-owned business. So you are becoming a part of our family, and there's just not a lot of opportunities in a small rural area like this. So we're unique in that way. And I always say we're small, but we're big. We're in about 40 states now, a little over 10,000 grocery stores. So we definitely have adversity because we're a newer brand. People just don't know about us, but we never give up. We're up for the challenge, and whatever that looks like, we're constantly learning and working with grocery groups all the way down to small mom and pop stores. We have an inside sales team that handles that. But the landscape in the grocery world is constantly changing. I will say that. So we're constantly acclimating to that, whether it's COVID or, the economy, that was something, and then, or just the workforce, out in there's a lack of workforce in grocery stores,
Yeah.
so we have to put measures in place to make sure that, if we sell a store product, that it is getting promoted properly, whether that means digitally or, in a store display or something along those lines. So it's a lot of hard work, but like I said, I feel like I'm repeating myself. It is very rewarding when you do have something that works perfectly. But
Yeah.
like
No,
again,
that's
you have to have all those measures in place.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's good to hear your passion and excitement around it, so it's fine to talk about it that way.
It is,
Um,
yeah, it
and
is.
talking about strategy then and kind of some of the steps that you guys have taken to adapt and move forward, I wanna see if you don't mind maybe sharing your favorite marketing tactic or kind of mindset around marketing that other entrepreneurs might could hear and apply in their business, something that they can take with them and kind of use in their marketing strategies as they continue to figure out ways to grow and expand their businesses.
Yeah, I mean, nothing, over the top, I would say. We're not, obviously we're selling salsa, so we want to keep it simple.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, we have to move jars. So really, we have a sales mindset always, because that's what's going to keep the lights on and just keep us moving to that next level. So just having that mindset, like we don't take no for an answer. It may be no for now, but we always are revisiting, whether it's a small mom and pop store or a big customer, with hundreds of grocery stores. We're constantly looking for avenues to work our brand, to work our product. For us, having salsa, we know we can go in at different angles. Yeah, we're a chip, we pair well with a chip, but we also are a good cooking component. So, if there's not an opportunity to pair us with chips, then put us with, a display that's like a meal component, maybe tortillas, Velveeta, something like that on an end cap. I know that's super specific to our brand, but it definitely works. But yeah, I mean, just having a sales mindset and just not taking no for an answer and hitting every avenue. We have the way our sales team is set up is we don't leave anything unturned, even from an individual store. Um, that's we have a little small mom and pop store right down the street, all the way up to a Walmart. And obviously, they're just different strategies, but we are hitting all those different platforms of customers and making sure that we don't leave anything unturned.
Right. No, I mean, what you said, I agree with. You said, we have a sales mindset. We don't take no for an answer, but you don't just take no or don't take no for an answer, but you also find a solution. You get creative and you find different ways to get to that yes. So I think it's a, expanding on that. Um, you can apply that in lots of different ways, even your marketing strategy sales, marketing and sales go together, obviously,
Right.
but finding different solutions. So instead of taking a no for an answer, you go out and you get creative and you think outside the box. And you say, okay, well, if that one's not working, then what is? And we can apply that in marketing as well. If this ad campaign's not working or if this audience isn't working, that doesn't mean we failed. That just means, okay, let's go a different avenue and see if we can't unlock something over here. So, I mean, I like that mindset. I think that's a great, tip and tactic to share with everybody. Because sometimes we get a little bit boxed in thinking we know it's best, but there might be another opportunity somewhere else that, we didn't think about initially. So,
Right. No, that's a good point. When we go to see whether it's a single store or a group of stores, obviously we know what we want. We have to have salsa in an off-shelf display a couple times a year to gain that trial with the customer. But we're listening, like we're open for ideas. And then once they buy in on it and it's their idea, chances are, A, you're going to get that sale. And then it's going to follow through because it's their idea and it's their store and they know, what's going on in their store, what's going to work, what's not going to work. So, yeah,
it's awesome.
it sounds easy, but, it's a challenge and we're up for it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that signs up for, leading a company, well, if they think it's going to be easy, they quickly find out that it's a lot of hard work. And so, the strong survive and hang in there. So, I mean, kudos to you guys for, not only starting this company not too long ago, but navigating some really challenging years and thinking creative. Like you said, it sounds like you guys have gotten creative in a lot of different facets, not just sales and marketing, but even distribution methods and how you've just kind of ran the company as a whole. And being adaptable and being flexible and open to ideas is always key in business, because if we get boxed in and think that we have the best idea and that nothing else can work, we're going to quickly find out that, we're not going to be able to move forward. I know that it's challenging because sometimes I think I know best and I don't always know best. So,
No,
um,
that is very true. We have to kind of take a step back at times with whatever's going on.
yeah.
Like I said, the landscape's constantly changing, and sometimes it's big changes, sometimes it's small changes. But we have to kind of take a step back and assess, and then move forward.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Denise, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your story and sharing some insights with us. We really appreciate it. And for everybody listening, go out, go look for Two Sisters Salsa. Obviously, it might be in a Walmart or a Kroger near you. And I think on their website, they would probably be able to help you send some direct to your door as well. So we appreciate that. And guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening to the Ruralpreneur Podcast. We will see you next time.